How do? My name's Terry Bush. I'm in the throne room again. Been in and out like a fiddlist's elbow this morning. Something wrong with me guts. I've been to the doctors. He says take one of these for a stomachache, but I don't want a stomachache, so I don't take them. Just a pain. Caused me a lot of pain in my life, my stomach has, and also my twins, Christian and Julian. They've caused me a lot of pain and financial penalties. They were in school once. When they went to real school, this is before, the infants prison and the youth offendering institute, and they had a drama teacher called Mr. King Swinford, and he were very into musical theatre, but he had a female wife, and he got on the wrong side of Christian and Julian anyway, because my Christian and Julian, they're both mixed biracial caste, and it's because my dead wife, Kathy, she were full biracial caste. She were half black and half Yorkshire. So Mr. King Swinford made the mistake of calling the twins a pair of enigmas. Enigmas, not the other one. Anyway, they misheard it or took it badly on purpose, and they hated him. But they already hated him and most things anyway. They just used it as an excuse, really. So he's putting on this play called The Sound of the Nutcracker Music, and something like that anyway. And Christian and Julian have got the main roles because they're very good and they're very talented boys, They're just malevolent and nefarious devil beasts. If you've ever seen the film Carrie, it's like that, but with two of them. And they're boys, so... Barry. And they're just spectacular actors, very good at dissembling, very good liars, and very advanced, When they were 3-year-old, I used to find crispy socks in their bedrooms because they were fully pubic by the age of about 2.5 or something, But Mr. King Swinford had a wife, and he also had a shih tzu, and she used to play the piano in the productions. This is his wife, Joy, not the shih tzu. The shih tzu were called Mr. Nibs, and but it was a girl, and his wife were called Joy, and she were a girl and all. And anyway, so Christian and Julian, I feel sorry for dogs, Coming back to just dog's life is rubbish, because basically a dog's life is this: you sit around naked, surrounded by people speaking in a foreign tongue. And then every now and again they pick you up and fondle you. Can't be good for the psyche. Anyway, so Christian and Julian have started to really get into this, or pretend they have, and they're learning their lines. And they're also spending the time to learn how to control geese, and not just a honk on demand. I'm talking about biting, all sorts. And so they trained these geeses, or gows I think the plural is, and the ones that they could train they kept in the loft. Noisy messy sods they are, like guano up there. And the ones that they couldn't train they put into the local fighting pits to face, badgers, otters, voles, stuff like that. Anyway, so geeses, or gows, they can smell fear, and they also hate musical theatre, so they were perfect for the job. And the play, professional theatre is ridiculous anyway, with all its hey nonny insufferable stuff like that. So amateur theatre with kids, it's absolutely embarrassing. And in the play, I weren't paying too much attention, and in the play I think a giant nut defeats the Mouse King. I think that's the gist of it, and or some Nazis, something like that, I can't remember. Anyway, there's a character in it called Drosselmeyer, and Drosselmeyer sets up a concentration camp just for rodents though. Mauschwitz, I think it's called in it. And the finale is all these toys being taken to a gas chamber. Now my mate Yavel Weisenberg, he'd walked out by this point, but not because of that, he just finds bad theatre very triggering. And at the end they open this chamber door, this gas chamber door, and a green light escapes, and all these mices, or mouse, burst out and free all the slave toys, or malnourished toys, or whatever they're called, I don't know. They had shaven heads and little tattoos on them. They used a projector and a smoke machine. They were supposed to anyway. So what's happened is Christian and Julian have filled this chamber with their trained murderous geeses, gows, and they've changed all the slides in the projector and all. Nobody knows this except Christian and Julian. They kept it close, kept it between them, because, you know, well, they're basically one organism with two heads. And yeah, so the finale is them opening this chamber door. They open it, unbeknownst to everyone, out spray this gaggle of geese. They're honking, they're biting, they sprayed all their muck all over some of the you know, audience. One of them sexually raped Mr. Nibs, front stage left, and these images that are showing up, they're no longer life-affirming images. They're of Mr. King Swinford dressed in drag and also in compromising positions in a leather gimper mask. And that was the end of the play, and it was the end of his marriage. Mrs. King Swinford divorced him, and now she lives in Sudbury, and she's working as a lathe operator. Mr. Nibs, she had a stillborn, sort of a mythical dog goose beast, and killed her. She gave up the ghost on the operating table. And Mr. King Swinford, now he works as a lucky man on the beach in Tenerife, and at night he's got a one-woman show on the end of the pier. So I've seen it, you know. I've just researched, you know. He's no Daniel LaRue, put it that way.